Yeah, we'll do that because that'll give me a chance to practice for Distant Star. Oh, hello, One Shot. I don't know if I said hello when you popped in. Good if I didn't. Hello. I'm still gonna speedrun the first area, regardless, because it's just how I play.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Even casually, I should be able to get through this today.
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong,
So that,
the entire
like, the
city
guy's like,
was
hold on,
infested
and
with
then locks the
zombies.
door. He's probably like, you know, maybe I should have done that, like, to begin with. We'll take those handgun bullets. See if I take these bullets while inside. This is the cutscene we don't get to see. Of Homeslice having a really bad day. Oh! So close. And you have just enough time to get that shotgun from him. Without getting bit. If you know what you're doing. They're not dead. Well, they're undead. So they're fully dead if they have a puddle of blood that forms beneath them. If they don't, then they still have a little bit of gusto in them. I think in easy mode... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, the little door, this is how the game handled loading screens back in the day. Which, personally, I think was a fantastic idea. Disguise your loading screen as something else, you know? It's this trash can. That has bullets in it. You can stand on top of the dumpster and knife the zombies. If you don't want to, if you want to kill them all, but you don't want to waste your bullets and you don't want to get down, you can just knife them. Meow. Not really worried about killing everything at the beginning of the game because you'll never come back here again, so... Whew. No. The only benefit to killing zombies is to get them out of your way so you don't have to deal with them later for areas that you come back to. That's all. Because the game does a lot of backtracking. So, yeah, there's certain areas that you won't go back to, like that first area that I was just in. You never leave the police station. You never go back out the police station doors. The game won't let you. Because there's no point. So everything along the way, that all's whatever.
Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy.
Leon.
Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled.
Not cancelled.
What happened?
My party.
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
Cutscenes are not skippable, by the way.
They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen.
Hang in there.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
Now go.
But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
You do come back for him, though. That is a thing you do. You know. Eventually. Unlock the doors. Checking memory card. So, the remake actually took the option by default, and you could turn it back on. But originally, saving your game required ink ribbons. You needed an item to save your game. Because you need the ink ribbon to use the typewriter. In the remake, you can just use the typewriter, or you can turn on, I think it's like original mode or something, or like survivor mode, and it requires you to use ink ribbons again. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has been happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with the 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236. That'll come in handy later. Oh boy. I think on easy he only takes 2 shots. So there is no reload button for this game. While you have your gun drawn, your character automatically reloads, but it's very slow. But you can pull up your inventory and combine bullets with the gun, and it reloads instantly. So a lot of the times in speedruns, you'll see people, if they need to reload, they'll open up their menu, do it manually, and then close the menu because it's faster. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured, even more were killed. During the attack, our communication equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We had decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon. The details of the operation as follows. Die. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of unresolved incidences. On the very day before the zombies' attacks, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all the ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions, to unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammo. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we've been able to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become top priority to restore power to the power room and secure those locks. Recorder, David Ford. Operation report. 1 p.m. The west barricade was been broken through. Another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of yet an unknown creature. It's identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers, as well as their location, remains unknown. We have tentatively named the creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. 3 shotgun bullets to the face deals with that new threat just fine. Just saying. Man. Alright, light the picture, let it burn, grab the gem. I think Claire gets this as well, but she has to find a lighter first. Like, Leon comes with a lighter, Claire has to find one. There's bullets hidden all over the game, by the by. I think the only difference between easy mode and normal mode in this one is zombies deal more damage and they take more bullets. I think that's it. Sometimes in like easy mode of games, like they give you more ammunition per pickup and junk like that. Not this one. I didn't need to do that, obviously. I'll go waste some bullets here. Why not? That was zombies just waiting for me. Oh, I'm injured. I am not injured. I'm injured. No. I'll take one of these with me. Actually, I'll take them both. Screw it. I know, right? Hey, CDN! How's it going, my dude? Hope you're having a good day. So there is a secret at the beginning of the game. A special kind of key is required. If you don't pick up any bullets whatsoever all the way to the police station, and you take the alternative route through a tunnel to get to the police station, you'll fight the helicopter pilot from Resident Evil 1. And he's actually a super zombie. Takes a lot of bullets to down, but if you down him, he drops a key. And the key is for this locker. All it has is an alternate costume for Claire and Leon in it, so. It just started, so not too bad. I feel that. Sure, we'll go ahead and save real quick. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing in here. I don't normally save too often when I play, so I won't need that for a while yet. Actually, I don't think I'll need my shotgun either. You know, it's true. I'll keep it with me just in case. I don't know if you caught my my tweet or anything, CDN, but I got into the Distant Stars charity marathon. It looks like I will be running on November 2nd, which is a Saturday. I'm actually running at a fairly decent time too, so. Right now, the schedule is subject to change, you know, as to meet other runners' needs and such. But as of current, I'm slotted to run at like 12:50 in the afternoon. Eastern Standard, by the way. So it's not too early and it's not too late for, you know, for most people that that follow me and follow what I do. Yeah, exactly. So there's not a whole lot of Mario submitted to the run, which kind of surprised me. But I will be running SMB to you. Peach only, any %. So because of that, my plans for October, I was originally just planning on learning this speedrun and just running it for the entire month. But what I think I'm going to do instead is, since it's October, we're gonna play spooky games instead. And we're to play a different spooky game each week. I mean, it was the PlayStation era. What do you want? Nope, another shotgun. It won't let me combine the two shotguns into a super shotgun. So we'll play a different spooky game each week, and if I finish it before the end of the week, then I'll be practicing my Peach only runs. So start the week with the spooky game, and then just move on to speed runs if we finish it. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for a certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyway, anyone infected turns into a zombie. but the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. Looks like I'm running out of options. August 7th. I recently read this book. It's actually really good. Really well written. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. It must be the work of Umbrella. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to the case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and decided to fly to the main Umbrella headquarters in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so would put her in danger. Forgive me, Claire. Unicorn medal.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
Those body animations.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
He's very animated.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it.
Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Yeah. Resident Evil. Someone must have searched the desk. So, fun fact, if you search this desk 50 times, you will find a roll of film that you can develop in the dark room, the area that I was just in earlier. And it's a picture of Rebecca Chambers, the girl from, well, Resident Evil 0, actually. And she is playing basketball. It's a picture of her in a basketball uniform. So short shirts and a tank top. Yeah, and that's it. That's all it is. Little Easter egg. But I mean, I'm not gonna do it because I don't have the inventory space right now. Because you would take it to this room. Have it develop the film. Yeah, the zombies didn't have a whole lot of variation back in the day. Probably due to limitations of the gaming hardware. So you have like only a handful of different zombie models. You got the guys in the like pastel. You got the zombies in the pastel yellow shirts. You have the women in the short shirts and tank top. You had generic police officer, like this dude, laying on the ground there. Oh, and there's also blue jeans and black shirt zombie as well. I think that's about it. I think there's only like four models of zombies. There's also naked zombies later in game. Seems a little convoluted. The spade key. Yay. So this is my favorite Resident Evil of the series. I recently played and beat Resident Evil 0 with the kiddos about a week or two ago now. It was okay. It was kind of meh. The game felt really empty a lot of the time. I'm playing through Resident Evil 1 Remake with the kids right now. So far, it's definitely better than 0. I'll give it that. Patrol report. We received a report of suspicious individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4, an electric detonator, 9x19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope broken. Will you take the crank? Yes, I will. You can always count on a police station to have just, you know, some crank lying around. Looking for bullets. There. Oh, ink ribbon. Nice. I guess that makes sense. This is a print room. Yeah, so that's why I killed the liquor, because I knew I was going to have to come through here a few times. I mean, I always keep my crank in the print room. Yeah, the zombies that reached out and grabbed me a moment ago, they only do that once. But it's enough to keep you paranoid for like the rest of the game, like you're waiting for them to happen again. They only do it once. In the remake, though, like actual zombies, you can see them beating on the windows, and sometimes they'll break the door down. So they'll break the window down, and they'll kind of flop in. So there's a new mechanic in the remake where you can board the windows. Go ahead and put that away, that away. Actually, give me this. I want to save not terribly often, because I don't want to use up all my ink ribbons. But at the same time, this the PlayStation that I'm playing on is technically untested. We're testing it right now. It's one of the ones just from my pile of PlayStations that I've been meaning to get around to testing. And I don't know if it's gonna like seize up at any time. Whoops. So... Oh, great. Lurky, lurky. You do you, man. You do you. I will play Resident Evil. And when you randomly come back at times, I will still be playing Resident Evil. It's actually hot here. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees, like all week until the weekend. So it's nothing but like hot and muggy here. I did like how in these games, once you no longer need a key, the game just tells you that the key is useless. It's like -5. Time to get some of that shotgun power. Yeah, I'm pretty yeah, that's just that dude's legs. Dude's still coming at me too. He got a vendetta. Anyone still alive? Nope. Shotty to the body. Yeah, I was surprised that the PS1 version still has like the ability to blow off like body parts, because like arms will fall off. You can shoot their kneecaps out. Headphone alert. There you go. Yeah, you can shoot their kneecaps out. You can blow their head off. You can blow part of their torso off. You can blow their top half off their bottom half. Okay, let's see. Blue, gold, gold, blue, and blue, gold. Alright. There we go. I won't need this until way later in the game, but I might as well pick it up now. Actually, in the remake, you can blow off even more body parts. You can get much more detailed with it in the remake. It's actually really, really well done. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? This library area in the remake is much bigger. Like, they kind of redid the PlayStation a little in the remake. Ah, see, I got bit because I had to take time to reload. Sit your happy ass back down. So it kind of scares you off. The puzzles for the Resident Evil games actually aren't all that bad. I mean, it's kind of what the series is known for, as being, you know, puzzly survival. But they're honestly not, like, anything difficult. And now I can get back down. Shortcut. There's a zombie somewhere. There he is. It's... The puzzles are kind of like when you get to them for the first time, you're like, huh? And then, like, you'll progress a little further, you'll pick up something, you'll go, ah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I will take the small key, and I will hold on to that. Secretary's diary. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me to never touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. Fair enough. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things or where he's getting the money to pay for them. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a new person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression of the chief's face when he leered at that painting. Why would anyone consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Is there yes there is, okay. Alright. Put that there for now. Oh, hold on. Am I out of shells? No. Okay, I still have 3 shotties. 3 shotty bullets left. There will be a little thing for me to that I come across later to use that small key on. There's 1 small key and there's 2 places to use it. Yeah, this is the crow section. And the crows are jerks. So, you know. There we go. I could use this. I'm still in the caution though. But I was almost in danger, Will Robinson. And now I'm fine. That's my favorite death sound. How many bullets do I have? 38. It might be time to shoddy it up. Oh, the guy who took a shotty to the chest wasn't quite dead yet. Those zombies, they go. That's the indicator that they're actually dead. Shoddy shells. A police station map. Yay. Like, some enemies actually have, like, audio cue. If they're, you know, eating shit. And some, don't. I don't think there's anything left in this room. Come on, everyone. Group photo. Another green herb. I don't need that one though. Oop, I'm out of bullets. Not cool, bro. I was actually hoping to get bit by her, so I could kill her without having to waste any more bullets. So now I have like 2 bullets left in my handgun. And a handful of shotties. Oh, the second small key. Interesting. Then you run out of bullets. That's... You run out of ammo, you run out of ammo. That's your problem. Alright, that's the club key. This room should also be locked. Diamond, okay. I know where some bullets are. I just haven't backtracked to go get them yet. Yes, you have a pocket knife. Well, a survival knife. But I don't have it on me right now, so I'll take this. Yeah, the knife takes forever to kill a zombie. You're mostly better off just running away. Most of the time. But, you know, I like killing things because I know I have to come back to these areas later and I don't feel like dodging them later. So, screw it. I'll just, I'll combat them now. Actually, no, I want to keep that. This is one of the small key areas, spots that you can use one in. For bullets. Yay. I will also take my extra shotty that only has 1 bullet in it. The other upgrade, the other thing that you can use the small key on is a handgun upgrade for a customized handgun, but it's debatable if it's actually worth getting or not, because it doesn't make your gun any stronger per se. It's all it does is your handgun fire, it makes it semi-auto, so it'll fire 3 bullets at a time instead of just 1, which can be helpful because it allows you to fire faster than normal, but at the same time it can be detrimental because it fires 3 bullets at once. So depending on who you ask, really determines the usefulness of the upgrade. Yeah, it's a burst handgun essentially. So if you don't want to waste bullets, then, you know, definitely don't recommend it. Oh, I need the crank. Dang it. I just put that thing away, too. Better for cowards. It's definitely not used in the speedrun, because speedrun doesn't kill zombies unless they absolutely have to. And ammo conservation is very important in the speedrun because they don't kill a whole lot of zombies in the run because they don't stop to pick up bullets most of the time either. Yeah. Oh, better for crowds. I thought you said cowards. Oh, this is the other spot for the small key. This actually this is what contains the modification parts for the handgun. Okay, the door is nailed shut. Looks like you can't. Yep, can't pass through here. But yeah, I guess it would be okay for crowds. The thing is that aiming in this game really isn't it's not precise. So, like the 3 bullets that shoot out are all going to hit the same target. So yeah, if you need to like gun down a crowd fast, yeah, sure, I suppose that'd be useful. But, I mean, that's also what you have a shotgun for. So, like I said, it's debatable on if it's worth the effort or not. I mean, I can go ahead and pick it up, but I probably won't be using it, just because I need to conserve ammo. And I've already been wasting my ammo, so... I mean, I can... Actually, no, I don't think I'm going to bother, because then it would just take up an inventory space. And I need to conserve the space, too. In the remake, inventory space is very rough. Because they start you off with a really limited inventory, because you can pick up inventory upgrades as you go through the game to add more slots to your inventory, whereas in this one you're just stuck with what you've got. There is an upgrade for your inventory, and it adds, I think it's a backpack, and it adds 2 extra slots. But in the remake, you only start with 4 or 6 slots. And because they changed a lot of stuff around in the remake, you need more inventory slots to carry stuff. There's a lot more puzzles in the remake because the game is more expansive. So inventory management actually becomes tighter in the remake, which isn't really an issue. It does add to the immersion of the game. I'll tell you what game was really bad about it, that I hated the limited inventory, was Resident Evil 0. It's just, the inventory management for that game was just so aggravating. I can't be here yet. Alright, so there is somewhere that I forgot to go. I need a cogwheel to get the clock moving, and I don't have it. Go look at my map and see where I've been. This is where I'm at. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay, I see where I need to go. Yeah, the remake was absolutely fantastic, though. I highly recommend anybody play it, just to play it, regardless if you're a big fan of the series or not. Yeah, definitely play the remake. You don't need to know anything about the series to jump right into it, because each one of the games, that technically they're linked, but at the same time, their stories are unique and individual enough that you can jump into any one of them and pretty much figure out what's going on. Like, you don't need to play Resident Evil 1 to know what's going on in Resident Evil 2, because they explain the backstory of the game, like, in, like, little papers and reports and stuff that you pick up. Is this the right way? No, it's not. I think I need to be on this. Kale God. Kal-El God. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to Resident Evil 2. I think when I was looking at my map, I was looking at my map of the second floor. Because there's nothing I can do on the first floor. All those blinking doors, I need special keys for. So... yes, Resident Evil 2 to start off our Spooky-tober horror games. I'm not sure what all games I'm going to play for October, for Spooky Game Month. I've got plenty of them though, so... I've got Resident Evil Trilogy on the PlayStation 1. I've got Parasite Eve 1 and 2. I'm trying to think. Like what I've got. We'll go and pick up this ink ribbon while we're here. I have a couple spooky games on Steam. I might actually break out of my norm and do a not retro game for a change. I don't know, we'll see. Could you imagine me not doing retro? What a concept. Alright, my dude, have fun at work. Okay, let's see. I don't think I can do anything this way until I put the fire out. Ah, damn it, there's a flaming zombie back here. Yeah, he's dead now. Wasting my bullets. That's right, Raven Hallway. I took a detour and stepped outside instead. Hello, Miyazunomi. I am doing pretty okay. It is Spooky Game Month, so we are playing spooky games in between speedrunning. Also, I got into the charity event later this month that I wanted to get into. The Distant Stars charity event. So I'll be speedrunning in that. That'll be really cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get into the event or not, but I made it in. Dun 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 dun. Stick 'em up. Hands on your head. Nothing special. So yeah, for this month I will be running just spooky games. And yes, this was remade earlier this year. There we go. Take the ink ribbon as well. Let's save our game. Why not? So I'll be doing spooky games this month, and in between spooky games I'll be working on my speed running. So essentially we're gonna do like 1 or 2 spooky games a week. I'm pretty sure if I open that door, I get attacked by zombies. Like there's... Yep. Ah! That's the only door in the game that does that. As a kid, that scared the shit out of me. We're just gonna run by these guys. Because there's no reason for me to come back out to this area, so I don't need to kill the zombies down here. Yeah, it's one of those, like, just to, like, throw you off guard kind of things, because no other door in the game does that. And, because the door transitions are the loading screens for this game. Instead of just going loading in between areas, they put a door animation in there. And for the time it takes for the animation to happen, it's how long it takes to load the next area, so... It was a really, like, ingenious way to hide the loading screens. And, so, yeah, if you notice, Leon's chest says RPD, and he's got the police logo on his shoulder. You can't really see it, though. Raccoon Police Department. So I'm on brand today. But yeah, since that doesn't happen during any of these transitions, yeah, you get so used to just like, yeah, that not happening as you open doors. So that one door doesn't actually lead anywhere. You open it and there's suddenly zombies. It's just a little way to, like, screw with you. And I thought it was a great idea, to be honest. It really got me as a kid. There's a lot of jump scares and stuff in this game that got me as a kid. Like the ravens bursting out those windows earlier. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that. I have to go back. Oh. Take that with me. Any bullets in here? Shotgun shells, I'll take that. Some of those are the things, those are some of the reasons. Okay, hold on. Those things are some of the reasons why I don't do it. Yeah, I get that. See, horror doesn't really bug me, I guess. As a kid, I was easily frightened, so, like, horror was like, you know, but as I got older, like, things don't really surprise me anymore. Alright, we're just gonna put that away. So, like, horror doesn't really get to me either, so... I don't startle easily. I don't scare easily. None of the sort. As an adult. So, like, people love watching people play spooky games who are, like, easily frightened by stuff. You know, people love watching their reactions, like, ha ha ha, like, oh, you were so scared. Yeah, that's... But, like, that reaction style is not me. I don't react like that to stuff. I don't get scared by stuff so easily, and stuff like that. So, like, watching, like, me play spooky games probably isn't as exciting for some people. Sorry, I should say, it's not as interesting for some people. If they're looking for those, like, over-the-top reactions. It just doesn't... It's not me, you know? But, yeah, for some people, you know, it's very entertaining. So more of the reaction, for, like, horror games and stuff is really not going to be from me as much as it's going to be from, you know, viewers. Okay, I can go through that door. I can go through that door to that door. I'll go ahead and do that door real quick. Like I said, I used to be completely different as a kid. Let's see. That's great. I'm Jelly. I think it's great watching you because I can see it being easier to watch them because you don't have the scare from the game and the player. Yeah, definitely. I feel that. Yeah, because like not only like does the game like jump out and like oh spooky, you know, jump scares. You don't have the player going ah like yelling into their microphone and freaking out, which you know does cause anxiety for the watcher. Which, you know, some people watch, you know, this kind of stuff for that extra level of anxiety and tension and such. Going the right way. Yes. So, yeah, it makes it, like, harder to watch, essentially, if you're already scared of stuff. Because now it's just become overwhelming, and some people like that feeling. Because I'm not that way, because I don't feel that way when I watch stuff and when I play stuff, watching the, like, overreactive people play, to me, it's, I guess for a lack of better words, I could say annoying. But it's not really annoying, it doesn't interest me. I don't like the overreaction. So... See, I knew that was coming. Or anyway, so... but I didn't say anything. Just in case. It's like, you know, even games that I'm familiar with, I'm not going to spoil the, like, the spookies and the jump scares and such. Okay, yeah, I'm full up. And I can't discard that extra gun. See, I'm not going to spoil anything. Just so that, you know, the audience can still get the effect. But, you know, essentially what I'm boiling down to is, enjoy the game, but don't expect the startled reaction from me. It's not who I am. You know, if that's what people come here to see, then yeah, they're going to be disappointed. Alright, this takes me back to the main hall. I don't need the wire that was on that table. but it is useful for later on, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna double back and get it. Well, we were talking, wife, just like spooky stuff in general, I don't scare easily. My wife knows. She scares easily. She startles easily. I do not. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, I don't know if the wife told you, Mia's, but you have a package on the way. It'll be there Thursday, according to the post office. I meant to remind my wife to tell you, or I'm going to tell you myself, and I just completely spaced. So, yeah, see, my wife knows. It's okay. That's exactly what this is, Panda. This is the original. So if you're looking for the remake, think again. We're a retro channel here. Okay. Sometimes she remembers to tell people, sometimes she doesn't. So just wanted to double up on that, just in case. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, for those of you just joining us, I was originally planning on learning how to speedrun this, but I was informed yesterday that I made it into the Distant Star charity marathon. My run is on November 2nd, so I have 1 month to prepare. So instead of spending October learning the speed run, instead I'll just be doing scary games casually, and in between I will be speedrunning. So we're gonna do like 1 or 2 spooky games a week, and then if we finish that up before the end of the week, I'll just spend the rest of my week derusting and prepping for the marathon. So I'll be running Super Mario Bros. 2 U, Peach only, any percent, for the marathon. But I stream 4 days a week, 6 hours a day. So that gives me 24 hours a week to play games. And most horror games don't take that long to beat. So, like this one, I should actually have it beaten before the end of stream today. It only takes me about 4 or 5 hours to do casually if I'm taking my time. So you can use the wire that I just picked up here, but this is not the spot you want to use it at. Okay, I still need to go up around to get to the other door. Gotcha. They trick you into using the wire there, which activates the emergency shutters. Hello, Vic. But if you activate the emergency shutters here, then there's nothing that's going to come through those shutters at this point in the game. So there's no point to using it. It is a good combo. I like that. That's good. It's all good. Oh, I'm under siege. Call Steven Seagal. probably get out of that little cramped area there. There we go. Is there anything actually back here? Oh, a roll of film. Don't need that. So that was kind of a waste of bullets. Yeah, let's go see what's on that roll of film, because I'm right next to the dark room anyway. One minute till you have to go back. That's how it works when you're at work. I forgot to take my kids' snacks for the week, so now I'm stuck in the kitchen. Alright, let's see what this is. Code G Human Body Experiment. It's an arm. Let's see, I'm fine, I got my cord. Running low on bullets again, but that's nothing new. Well, you guys are seeing it in S-Video. I'm actually seeing it, because I have a splitter set up, a multi-out. You guys are seeing it S-Video, I'm seeing it in composite, so you guys are actually seeing it in better quality than I am. They kept G's arm. Please be safe, G. Click, click. Oh, this is where we sneak up on Will Smith. Sorry if I ruined that surprise. Pretty sure this is... Okay. Yep. Look, it's our buddy, Will Smith. Oh no! Will, what have they done to you? Less than Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, exactly. Yeah, he had a much bigger role in the remake. See the desk with all the party hats on it? It's Leon's desk. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys at the RPD. Though they're gonna take care of me alright. They're gonna eat me. Ooh, Link's Awakening. Bro had a gun. Can I not get bullets? I want to play the Link's Awakening remake. There they are. Bullets. But I have not picked it up yet. Link's Awakening was really good on the Game Boy / Game Boy Color. Okay, inventory's full. I need to go deposit this herb. Honestly, I can go ahead and deposit the cord too. Where I need to use it, I believe there is a safe room nearby. And if I don't use it, I don't use it. It's not that big of a deal. There we go. Okay, there's the... Let's see, second floor. Nope, third floor. Nope. Okay, so there's only one way to go right now. And actually, it's the place where I need the cord. So let me go pick that back up. No, there we go. I am actually trying to collect all the keys from Resident Evil, like physically collect the keys for my Game Swag collection. I have either 2 or 3 of them from Resident Evil 1 that were part of a, was it like Loot Crate, I think it was, that was doing it at the time. But I got them as like blind grabs from a loot box or something that I bought. I got 2 of the keys, and I got a tiny Nemesis statue. It's like this big, like a little 6-cent statue, 7-inch statue, something like that. Okay, I don't need those. This is where I want to use the cord. It keeps something from popping out later. The fake ravens or dogs or some garbage. Okay, I still need the club key. Like, something gets in those windows later. It's either dogs or zombies. Something's down here. I think it's dogs. There's another one trying to run at me. I can hear it, but I don't remember what side it's on. Is it this side? Nope. It's both sides. Yeah, the building itself, by lore, the reason why it's so big is the police station is actually a repurposed museum. So that's why the police station is so massive. You can do it, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Really? More dogs? Can I just dodge them? We'll just go down. For anyone who's arachnophobic, I apologize now. That's all I gotta say about that. We'll go ahead and save. I had plenty of healing items, so that's not an issue. I have a healing item in my inventory, but it's a mixed herb, so I want to wait until I'm closer to death before I use it. So I got my mixed herb. I've got 2 first aid sprays, which are full heals, guaranteed. I've got a green herb there, 2 more green herbs there. See, I got 3 green herbs, 2 first aid sprays, a mixed herb, and I passed a couple of green herbs on the way here. So plenty of healing items still lying around. I'm running out of bullets now. So I need to be a little more frugal with my bullets at times. Ah, bah humbug. I know this area. I don't need to be here for anything. Leon doesn't come this way. This is specifically for Claire. Excuse me, pupper. Now I'm limping, so I probably should use my healing item. See, Leon doesn't go that way. Whoops. Police Basement 1 map. Yes, I will take the map. Thank you. Up. Up. Down. Up. Down. That was best guess. So that worked out well. That opens up the ammunition supply room. So I remember the police station pretty well, but I don't remember much outside of the police station, like the underground and stuff like that, where I'm at right now. It's fuzzy. Because when I was younger, I really liked the police station. Card reader. Okay, so I still need the key card. But at least once I get it... okay, let's see. Map. Where am I at right now? Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Okay, so this is the only place left for me to go, is the parking garage. Yeah, like, I always play through the police station and then I stop. Because it's the only part of the game I really cared for. As a kid. I thought was fun. Ah! You're not a zombie. You're a woman in a tight red dress.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
Like that's supposed to...
And what are you doing here?
Like that answers anything.
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside.
Alright.
If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Ugh. There. This scene plays out completely different in the remake. But I'm not going to tell you how it plays out in the remake because For anybody who hasn't played the remake, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. The parking garage is also much, much bigger in the remake than it appears to be here. A lot goes down in the parking garage.
Ada, wait!
Yeah, as a big fan of the series, well, a big fan of Resident Evil 2 Original, like, as I played through the remake, you know, I'm not gonna bother. I can hear dogs in there. So as I played through the remake, I pointed out to my kids, like, all the things that were different. From game to game. Because they'd never played the original. And so, like, I would come up and I would, to something, I would go, like, I wonder what's going to happen here. And then, like, whatever happens, I would tell the kids, like, oh, well, in the original, this would happen instead. And they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was kind of like a little, like, educational thing while I played. Because my oldest daughter loves horror games. She loves horror or anything. Big fan.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
Ah.
All right, I'm going.
She just runs off. Yay! What's this? Manhole opener. That's gonna be important. So it's a good thing that I came this way first before dealing with those dogs, because then I would have had to have come back and then gone back through with the dogs again. But yeah, like my oldest daughter loves horror, you know, horror movies, horror games, etc. So once a week, we sit down and we play a horror game for a few hours at a time. And yeah. Right now we're playing through Resident Evil 1. Because we already beat Resident Evil 0. And we already played through Resident Evil 2 Remake as well, because I wanted to play it when it first came out. So yeah, for anyone who's arachnophobic, giant fuck all spiders. See, my kid always looks forward to horror game night. We've been doing it for a good chunk of the year. I remember when we started doing it, it was sometime like early this year, so one day I would like to play like some of these old horror games and stuff with her to see if she has any interest. But for now, we stick to the new gen stuff upstairs. Yeah. I think she would like the old stuff as well. Mainly because like a lot of new stuff relies on yeah, its graphics and stuff to kind of carry the game. But the old stuff has to rely on like its music, its atmosphere, and its design, and stuff. It has to work with the limitations that it has. So, like, they tend to be a little spookier because it has to set the proper atmosphere in order to have the proper effect. Personal belief. Oh. I have to... There's no whether there's a save room right outside this room. See, while I think the remake of this does like a really good job, and it does
I don't think I've introduced myself
like
yet. My name's
set
Leon.
that tone.
I'm with the RPD.
I feel like the original has its own
It's a
like
dead end.
horror about it.
You think we can get upstairs through this
It's not
shaft?
the same kind
Give
of
me a
tension
boost. I'll go and check.
as the remake. The remake, can rely on the more detailed graphics and lighting and such like that to kind of scare you. But this one has to rely more on like its music and its limited camera, because the remake does the over-the-shoulder camera for Leon, whereas this one is the static isometric, room by room. Because of limitations of the hardware. And that alone makes it a little more like it increases the tension a little more. In certain regards. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to be finding, but I don't remember what it is. Like, I know there's more than just shotgun shells to find. I'll go back up, see if there's anything else to pick up. Maybe I'll shoot the dogs. It doesn't matter if I waste bullets on them or not. Because I won't have to worry about playing as Ada. There we go. Ah, so there was something else. It's a door. This is the only section that you play as her, so if you waste all her bullets, it doesn't really matter. That and I think the two dogs are the only things that that you have to deal with. They have this exact puzzle in Resident Evil 0 as well, the 3-box puzzle. Except for the one in 0 is like much more convoluted. And it was mildly aggravating. It didn't take me too long to figure it out, but it was really annoying because there was so many different ways to mess up, and the only way to reset the puzzle was to leave the room and then come back. And in Resident Evil 0, they have a tag team system where you play as 2 characters at the same time for most of the game. So you had to, and like it was a tag team puzzle, so you switched to one character to run the top part of the puzzle. And you had to use another character to move the boxes around, so you were constantly having to switch back and forth between the characters, which was time consuming. And if you messed up the puzzle at all, you had to leave the room with both characters, because the puzzle doesn't reset unless both characters leave the room. And then come back in and try it all over again. So it ended up taking a lot longer than it honestly should have, which made it like from an okay puzzle to a really, really tedious one.
Leon,
yeah, the frustration was
can you hear me?
having to constantly leave the room.
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more.
Like how it just it flies,
Hey, I
flies in
can't
like
reach the
a
ventilation
solid
hole.
brick.
I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Ada, wait! That's a big negatory. Yep, take the precinct key. Yep, take the shotgun shells. So this game has 2 different stories to it. Leon and Claire. We're playing Leon, what they call Leon A. Which means I started off as Leon first. And then once I beat the game, they expect you to put in Claire's disc. Because it's 1 character per disc. And so you put in Claire's disc, and that allows you to play Claire B, which means you play Leon then Claire. The game does change depending on who you play first. Mainly, what changes is, well, the difficulty, number 1. There's certain things that happen in the B scenario that don't happen in the A scenario, that make the game harder. Also, there's items that you can pick up in the A scenario that if you pick them up, they won't be there for the other character in the B scenario. Have to go. Husband needs you to get him something from work. I'll continue lurking. Have fun. Oh, you're fine. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I understand that life happens. Oh, well. So this is a thing. Oh, that's right. These guys don't get up until I pick up something. Oh, no. Haha! Dodged them all like a boss. And that gives me the key to the security room. The weapon storage. Yeah. Bigger a button? Nope. Not bigger a button. Just bigger a light. Take the shoddy shells. Yes, please. H-gun bullets. Yes, please. Ooh, more H-guns. I got bullets again. I can shoot things. With the side pack, you can carry more items. With will you equip? Do I want the machine gun or do I want the side pack? I think I only get one or the other. This is what I was talking about with if you pick up items, certain things, it's not there for the other scenario. So this is one of those. I take one and then I leave the other for scenario B. Side pack, of course, will let me carry more. We'll just take the machine gun. Screw it. Oh, that's right. It takes up extra space. Screw it. I'll heal myself. Sure, I'll take the machine gun. It comes with 100%. It doesn't use bullets. I should probably save it for Claire. Will you equip it? Yes. Oh, I could take both. Okay. So then I would leave neither the machine gun nor the side pack for Scenario B. I'm not playing Scenario B though, because I don't feel like playing through the game a second time. Because the story isn't all that much different between the two characters. It's a little different, but overall it's not that much different. Okay, I need to go back to, yep, looks like the first floor. See, on my trip back up here, this hallway I think would fill with dogs had I not closed the shutters. Ooh, the Magnum. I finally had a chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than I was neglecting my duties. Why is access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way he always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease, or is he just rude? Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I can imagine that can match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but didn't look quite right. Wonder if he's okay. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like The Walking Dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Yeah. So I got the submachine gun and I have the Magnum. Nice. Was there anything back on this little rack here? Shoddy shells. Deal. Yeah, if I hadn't closed these shutters, something would have busted through these windows in this hallway to make the make that hallway a little more difficult. I need to deposit this. I'll take one green herb with me. I need to deposit my magnum and deposit my machine gun for now. I'll save them for later. There's not a whole lot going on in the police station. Okay, let's see. From here, I need to go out the other side. Go up, loop around. Okay. Let's go out the other side first. And then back into the main hall, because I need to hit up a storage chest. Storage chest time. Alright, store the magnum, store the machine gun, store the blue herb, yeah, that looked good. I'll keep a hold of one green herb. There's a second one back in the way, which I will have to pass by again anyhow. So this should be the way I need to go. Yeah, okay. All the way up and around. The Magnum is a fantastic gun. It's like the second strongest gun in the game. Just shy of the rocket launcher. Hey, a red herb. There we go. That works. The red herb makes the green herb much more potent. And it is not usable by itself. So you have to mix it. Sure, I'll take the film. Probably won't use it, but... Okay, so I got the 11 has been etched. 12, 13. Nope. I don't remember this puzzle. Nope. The answer to it's probably written somewhere. It might be what that film is supposed to be for, that I just picked up, the microfilm. Let's see. So I might have to come back. Hold on. Picture something is on the wheel. Light the queen, the king, and the jack. Queen, king, jack, so 12, 13, 11. Oh, I'm glad I stopped to look at that. The queen, the king, and the jack. Blip. It's just blood. So, for anybody who's not familiar with what I just did, in the game of cards, obviously the cards go from 1 to 10, ace to 10, and the Jack, Queen, King is 11, 12, and 13, respectively, is what they count for as points, depending on the game you play. So, and the little statues were listed 11, 12, and 13, so Jack, Queen, King. Ooh, now I can get to the clock tower. Where is the clock tower? It's obviously on the, at least on the second floor. I already did the crank portion of the clock tower to get up there. Now I need to put the cog in the clock. Jerk. That's how you know you're going the right way. They start respawning enemies in your face. That's right. I think I go this way. Okay. So yeah, zombies spill in the bottom corridor if you're not careful. But I don't have to go through that corridor for any reason anymore. That's what the cord is for. If I didn't use the cord where I used it and used it there, that cutscene wouldn't happen. A different cutscene would have happened. In the other hallway where I did use the cord, and it would have shown like zombies or dogs pouring in there, and I do have to go through back through that hallway. So, and if you don't use it in either one, then both cutscenes happen. Yep, I will take the night plug. I don't think I wanted to do that. Oh, actually I did.
No! Get away! No!
Oh snap. Eyeball arm. The guy just kind of it just slides back off screen. Let's go see what happened to Ben. You don't have to. It's not necessary for progression, but you can.
Ben,
You could just skip this whole part.
can you still
I
hear
think.
me?
I don't think he has
Come
anything
on,
on you.
answer.
Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben,
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum.
Yeah,
Make him pay.
hang in there, Ben.
$20.
Oh.
My chest! It's burning!
Yeah,
What's wrong?
Ben's having a bad day. Leon just watches it crawl away.
Good God, what was that?
Mail to the chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the mansion lab facility due to the actions of a renegade operist, Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. I have deposited the amount of $10,000 US to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the executive board of the Umbrella, Inc. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. Signed, William Birkin. We have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella Headquarters has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I would not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. So yeah.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada! Wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Excuse me. Whew. Some riveting stuff here. Yeah. Yes. Couldn't remember if I had to go through the sewer to get to where I needed to go, but I do. Alright, spider number 1. The spiders themselves aren't really an issue. Okay. Open up the chest. I need... There we go. All 4 plugs. If you don't have all 4 plugs by now, then you have to go back through the police station and find them. I think the only one that's, like, remotely difficult to find is the Bishop, because it requires you to fall through the floor and then solve a puzzle. And if you don't go up into that area and fall through the floor, then no, you can miss it. gonna hobble back through this door for a moment. Yeah, I figured that would get the leeches off of me. I wonder if the boss is still there. So it's like a mid-boss. It is still latched onto my booty. Alright, he's actually dead now. So let me just get out of this room. I think the leeches will despawn if I leave. That used up most of my shotgun shells, so that's cool, I guess. It's a good thing I have the submachine gun. I might have accidentally reset his health when I left the room the first time and then came back into it. Okay, that'll fix me up there. Dang it. Save my game. It's been a little while since I've done that. I'd hate to die now. Okay. Not worried about my inventory situation, because the room that I was gunning that thing down in is the room where I use all these plugs. Okay, so it looks like the little squirmies did despawn. Score! Like, really? Another boss? I think they wanted you to, like, burn down your magnum bullets on that boss,
What was
though.
that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid.
Beard.
Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Yeah. My way or the highway, bitch. I'll take the blue herbs just in case I need them. They cure poison. Like the giant spiders, they spit at you. And if they hit you with the spit, it poisons you. On the first and third Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapor. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Wheeler will use the facility. The chemicals he'll be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Charles Coleman, Secretary-Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Well done. I'm going to save since we're in a new spot. There we go. I'll keep the blue herb on me just in case. Some HG bullets. Nothing in there. So let's go ahead and just push this bastard out of the way. That's right. Secret door. Ooh, too spoopy. Something's gonna jump out at me. No? Guess I gotta get the lights turned back on first. Alright. Fair enough. Thought something was gonna like spoop zombies. We'll use the lift then.
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
I've been shot, by the way. As Leon, I have been shot, and she's like, I gotta go talk to her. I didn't recall having to play as Ada a second time. But it looks like they refilled her bullets just in case for you. Roaches. Locusts? Roaches. Roaches. Ada does not like roaches. Oh, shot her gun out of her hand. Like a boss. La Femme Nikita up in here.
You're the one who's with that cop.
That's a reference for it.
Identify yourself.
Identify yourself.
Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember.
One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe.
How did you know? Who are you?
Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin.
What?
John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me.
G-virus?
It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus.
Then that must mean the creature in the police department is...
Precisely. My husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
Dun dun dun. Ooh, cutscene.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
You will now.
Stop. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right.
Just
Okay,
loaded to
let's
do
move
that.
out.
That's just rude.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-virus into his own body?
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! You son of a...
And then the rats got into the virus, and that's how it spread.
So those rats were the carriers of the virus.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures.
And create offspring. No.
Wrestle time! Ooh, bitch slapped her. Just shabam!
Too bad.
It's like, well, no use crying over spilt milk. Handgun time! Say, man, Ada Wong is ruthless. Okay, he's holding something. She doesn't need it. So I'll be coming back to pick it up with somebody else later. been shot. Through my bulletproof vest, I've been shot. I think that's a lift that only goes one way. Dun dun dun! Wolf metal, yeah. Shoddy shells, woohoo! Alright, so Leon's injured. Ada is Ada-ing somewhere. William Birkin has gone complete bioweapon. Annette got bitch slapped and just completely wrecked. Ugh. I have to go all the way back. Yep. Yeah, because I can't continue on from here. That door is blocked by heavy water flow. Ugh. That's why there's blue herbs there. Because having to deal with the spiders back and forth. Just in case you get tagged by one. I mean, they're easy enough to dodge, though. They're not, like, super fast or anything. Like, that one's stuck to the wall, so just stay away from the wall. Don't stand under it, you know. Basic stuff. Like, the big enemies are easier to dodge. This should take me back up to the safe room. I'll save because a lot of cutscene happened, and if something happens, I don't want to have to sit through all that again. Okay, I'm gonna keep the wolf metal because I'm probably gonna need it sometime soon. Safety ribbon, valve handle, save ribbon. Leon A. Control room. I don't think I have to go back into the police station for anything, though. I think I'm done with the police department. Okay. I can't think of anything I need to go back to the police department for. Pretty sure I explored every room there was to explore. Resident Evil games have this like pattern that they follow. You start off in like somewhere in the city or a building, a mansion, whatever the case may be, something like that, right? And then you make your way to some sort of underground sewer, cave system, etc., etc. And then you gotta piddle around that for a while. And then you wrap it up with finding some kind of umbrella laboratory, and you do that, and then that's it at the end of the game. So usually it's, for the Resident Evil games, it's like three areas essentially that you go through back and forth. Herb. Herb. Leon's condition is fine, even though he's been, shot. I just saved, so I don't need to do that. But I think I need to... raise the bridge. Again. So that I can go across the top. At some point. If not, then I'll just lower it again. I want to say that if I raise it then, it'll save me from having to run back when I realize that it needs to be raised. Oh yeah, this part. This part was always like one of my favorites. Because it's a big, like, what the crap moment, like, holy shit moment. And you're not sure what to do. Giant alligator boss. And like you sit there and you pump rounds into it and you pump rounds into it. Or you just uncouple the explosive canister, wait for the alligator to eat it, and then shoot the canister and blow its head off. It's like a really anticlimactic boss battle. Ada was over here just pumping bullets into that thing for whatever reason, and then it decided to attack us instead. Like, what the hell?
Leon. This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
She just happens to have, the first aid kit just at the ready here.
That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, raising the bridge was a good idea because this is the bridge that I raised. Leon will take nothing. That's what I meant to do with the herbs. Originally was combine them. Eagle medal. Yay. It's been a while, but I saw Don today. We talked after completing our work. He told me he had been sick in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come as though much of a surprise given how long he's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies, though. After all he's done for the town, he doesn't deserve this. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I had much to complain about since this is how I make my living. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled out his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means. This is what it means for the chief to preserve and protect. William informed me that the police and media had begun their investigation on Umbrellas and Fairs. He said that the investigation would be citywide and that there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer activity operations until the investigation has concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. Oh, Bro lost a little more than that. Shortcut. So I don't have to go back down, lower the bridge, and all that fun jazz again. I can just cut back through the roach tunnel. I think this is the way I want to go. No, it's not. Oh. Yeah, there's zombies in the water. I remember that much. But you don't really have to come back through here. Again. There's a giant spider just chilling. So can we just go? There we go. A couple giant spiders just up my booty. Leon's just shaking his deer sweet like, whatever, it's fine. Something's angry. Oh, is there bullets over here? Nothing. Nothing. No. Okay. I wonder what's in the warehouse. The warehouse that's too dark to see in. What if that's a clear only thing? Or yes, turn on the sky. Like every Umbrella loves their Skytrams. I'll tell you. There was a Skytram in Resident Evil 0 as well. And it wouldn't shock me if there's one in Resident Evil 1. Umbrella loves their Skytrams. Like, you know what would be great right about now? A Skytram. I mean, I guess they need a way to link, to like link the underground to the like the Umbrella facility, and I guess a Skytram is a good way to do it. You know, in like every game, let's link this inconspicuous building to our scientific research facility. But how do we do it without being, you know, conspicuous? Underground Skytram. That's right. Shathump. Sneaky, sneaky game. I think that key gives me access to custom weapon parts for my Magnum. Alright, Ada, shoot! Waste your bullets. See, 2 zombies down. Out of my way. Here, we'll just do it like this. Nope, you're not getting past me, lady. But you might want to turn around. There's a guy who wants to say hello. He ain't dead yet. She always tries to remain behind you so you can't use her as a shield like this. But she technically has unlimited ammo. As a side character. And I don't feel like wasting my own bullets. So, if I can stick her up front, just have her, you know, lay waste. There's zombies I don't have to worry about. This is the tedious way to do it, but it conserves ammo, so... you know. I think that one's done. That one's... nope, nope, it's not done yet. Got him down, Ada. So, really riveting stuff. So for anyone who plays the original is having a hard time, or low on ammo or whatever when they get to this part, when you have Ada with you, if a zombie gets close enough to potentially bite her, she will just unload into it. And she fires much faster than you do. So, yeah. Her gun is just a quicker model. These zombies are super slow, though. That it? Yep, that's it. Got him. Okay. Looks like the other way's a dead end. Is there like bullets or anything at the other end, or is it just a... oh no, herbs. Nice. Yeah, I'll take the green herb. Why not? I only need the one. Screw it, I'll take both. There we go. Mix one with a poison antidote herb. What about the room I was just in? Looks like there was a dead end at the other end as well. I'm gonna go check that. Just in case there's actually something useful, like bullets or something. Oh. Well then, I didn't realize this was here. Actually, I'll keep the box key. Take the shoddy shells. Yeah, magnum bullets. Ink ribbon. Save the game. So I hope all of you out there who are lurking are having fun with this Resident Evil dose. Yeah, that's fun. Now where do I don't think I meant to come up this way. I think I got turned around and this is just where I ended up. Yeah, okay. That's what happened. I got turned around. So I wanted to come back this way. So I could check the dead-end hall real quick before going up the ladder. Because the ladder is where I need to go in order to progress. There's a dead-end hall over here. Alright, just a dead dude. Never mind. I'm guessing that it's one of those, like, if you're trying to juke the zombies, like, oh, quick, run away, and then you end up at a dead end, you're like, oh, no, dead end. And then in here, if you do the same thing, you end up at a dead end that has healing items. Seems legit. At least I picked up more shoddy shells. That's always nice. Hey, we're up here. It appears that we are outside. We are. Is there a boss fight on this platform? I can't remember. Okay. I thought the key that I have was for the control box, but I guess not. There it is. In the remake, the area that I just went through, the sewers and the treatment plant and stuff, that area is much larger before you board this train. Yeah, why not? there was much more to do in the treatment facility. Overall, like, the remake is a larger game. They reworked the police station, made it a little more expansive. They definitely reworked the underground there and made it much more. It had more to do instead of just like a little bam, get wrecked,
Ada!
punched
Ada!
right in the face.
Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
Snap out of it! You just got jacked by a giant claw. Oh no, it's William Birkin. It consumed his head and grew a new one. That's just gross, man. He's trying to run away. There we go. Oh, simple enough.
Don't die on me, Ada. Come on! Wake up! Come on!
Mucho concern. Mucho concern. Alright, I am now in the Umbrella Laboratory. The final leg of the game.
Welcome back.
You've got mail.
Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Okay.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you.
You will die if you try. Thank you.
I know. I'm not
thank
capable
you.
of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
I'm not capable of caring about anybody, but, you know, I care about you. It's okay. I'm fine now. Magnum bullets. Shotgun shells. Oh, is there anything else on top of the... Okay, no. It looks like it might have been a first aid spray or something up there. Box. Okay, Go ahead and deposit the herb. I don't actually need it. I feel like I should be carrying this Magnum. That limits me on my inventory space. Oops, typewriter. There's always 2 ink ribbons. And it only costs 1 to save, so like every typewriter in the game has 2 saves per typewriter. So if you're like overly zealous with saving, like super paranoid, and you save like every time you pass a typewriter, you're gonna have a bad time because there's just not enough ink ribbons for all that. You gotta be a little more frugal with you know, when and where you save. But if you save like once at every typewriter, you'll always have plenty. This area is much more expansive in the remake as well. Way more expansive. Nah, I'll leave the shutters. Futter naive. It's locked from the inside. So... Temporary user registration for the Culture Experiment Room. Username guest, password none. Laboratory security manual. Security measures in case of an emergency. In the instance of an uncontrollable biohazardous breakout, all security measures will be directed towards the underground transport facility. In the instance that any abnormalities are detected among the cargo in transit, all materials will automatically be transferred from the loading zone to the designated high-speed train, at which point all materials will be isolated and disposed of immediately. In the instance of a Class 1 emergency, the entire train will be purged and disposed of without delay. In the instance that the lab itself becomes contaminated, the northernmost route currently used to transport materials to and from the facility will be designated as the emergency escape route. This route will secure passage to the relay point outside the city limits. Disclosure about any information regarding research conducted here or the existence of this facility is strictly prohibited. Since it is top priority to keep all research classified, escape access may be denied under certain extenuating circumstances. Okay. The console says anti-BOW gas sprinkler. Will you turn on the switch? Sure. Will you take the Flammenwerfer? Yes. I wonder... I have to know. Okay, I thought, like, because I turned on the gas switch, like, what you call it? Like, it was filling the room with gas, and then it was going to like blow me up, or like catch me on fire now if I used the flamethrower. That's what I thought was going to happen. Mein Flammenwerfer. It works flammen. it was necessary in order to come into this room to turn on the switch first, and then I don't know. Okay, so I can't actually do anything there. But I got some shoddy shells, a gaping wound in my chest, and I got the information on how to access the computer. It's open with the card key. Okay. Yeah, I got my guest access. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. That's right. That looks inconspicuous. Fuse case. If I had a fuse case. What do you know? I happen to have a fuse case. Seems a bit much, but alright. Yay. I will take the main fuse. Looks like a computer for organizing data files. Like the entire room is just frozen, so... Oh. Screw it, why not? There's one right here anyway, so... Yeah, this section, like, of the everything in the remake is much larger as well. There's a lot more to do in the lab in the remake. Like, in the original here, the lab doesn't, like, the game doesn't have a whole lot left to go. The lab moves through pretty quick. There we go. Put the main fuse there. Cha-chung. Okay, so I can now I should be able to open the shutters. And maybe the main door? I don't know. Don't remember. Two more staff needed present to be answered. Connection with Finger, will you proceed? Sure. Not on file. Alright, so I need some dead dude's hand. Need like a couple of them. Just start collecting hands off of anybody wearing a lab coat, man. Come on, Leon. Don't be a bitch. And to think, people run this in like an hour, and I've been at it for 3. Casually. Nope. Time to bust out the Flammenwerfer! Cause it works Flammen! That's what it's for, is to take out the plant-based enemies much easier. Okay, a couple of green herbs. Those enemies are a pain in the ass in the remake. Oh, I hear you. But I don't see you yet. That's why I can't get anything done. He keeps trying to reload. I was like, why am I not able to get a shot off? It's because he keeps trying to reload. And that takes forever. There we go. Pick this one up. Mix it into one super herb. There's a disk slot. The monitor says insert verification MO disk to open the gate. Okay. Note to self. A map of the lab is available here. Would you file? Yes. I would love to. Maybe I'll put the box key away. I'll take it back out if I need it later. Monitor room. Store these. Hold on to the Flammenwerfer, just in case I need to werf more Flammen. There's a bunch of eggs the other way, so... You know. I could open it if I had a key. Every time I put a key away, I immediately need it. In, like, the next room. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this red herb since I'm heading back anyway. Mix it with a green. I think 1 red herb plus 1 green herb is as strong as 3 green herbs. I believe. Actually, here, let's go ahead and just mix those. Yeah. And then we will deposit the mixed herb. We'll hold on to the box. I'll set down my Flammenwerfer for now. But I'll come back and get it if I need to werf some Flammen. Definitely. By the way, if you guys have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, Flammenwerfer is the German word for flamethrower. Hey, weapon box. Custom Magnum parts, yes. Excuse me, sir. Sir, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, bullets? For a scientist, man, he was very bullet resilient. Eh, whatever. I'll take the damage. I have the healing items. It's fine. Okay, what's up in here? He should be dead. Now I can check everywhere else. Didn't really need to kill him though, because yeah, once you get what you need in this room, you don't ever come back. I'm just gonna play round go round with this guy. Most of the backtracking in this game is done in the police station. Not as much is done in the end game. So that should allow me access to the door. Alright. I gotta know what's down this way. Oh, life card. Alright, I guess that's where I use the card. Never mind then. Moth. I could really use to work some flamens here. Like, I don't even have to kill it. It's not interested in me. Oh, dang it. I need the flamethrower. Finally. I can't get to the computer because I don't have the flamethrower to burn away the bugs. So, either that or I think I either have to burn them away or shoot them, one of the two. I'll just go get the Flammenwerfer, it's fine. Like, every time I put something away, I always need it. Well, that thing ate some bullets, I'll tell you what. There we go. Fingerprint. "24 hours. Alright, that should get me back into the that door that was on the other side of that shutter that I couldn't get into because it's authorized personnel only. I do like how they just have a guest system. You just type in guest and it allows you access to their, you know, super secret stuff. Just guessed. No password, just guessed. Seems a little not wise. Where's my Magnum? Custom Magnum. 10-inch barrel put onto the DE Desert Eagle 50 AE. It can fire DOT 50 AE rounds more powerfully. Ooh, an even stronger Magnum. That's where it's at. You know what? We'll keep the Magnum. Just because. So do I have a... yeah, okay. So do I have a healing item on me? Because I have a habit of just running headfirst into enemies. Like, they're in my face. Done. Dear Custom Magnum, thank you. Signed, yours truly. Them things take 3 shotties to the face before they die. But, 1 Magnum, that's all that takes. Yes, we will go up the ladder. I don't think I need my flamethrower anymore. Like, the enemies that I killed with it were like the only ones that I needed to kill with it. Imagine it's on easy mode. Like, casually it's not that difficult of a game on normal mode. So... oh. And we'll burn some shotties down. Ouchies! Of course, as soon as I said, I don't think that I need to worry about the, you know, poisonous plant-based enemies anymore, I get hit by one. But my flamethrower only has like 2% ammo left in it, so... and I think there's ammo for it, like ammo canisters. Okay, I remember this room. I didn't mean to use my shotty on him, but okay. This dude is just on a mission. Bro, I blew your legs off. Sit your ass down. The MO disc. Okay. Yeah, you can come in here and get this without having to turn the lights on, if you're fast enough.
You!
Yes.
You murdered my husband.
Maybe.
I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-Virus, didn't you?
Sure.
Never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy.
If you say so.
Now, where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
tight red dress, voluptuous
You
boobies.
really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
Bro, you've known her for all of
You
like
don't want to
an
believe
hour.
that I don't really care. You're about to die anyway. What happened?
Wrecked. The ceiling collapsed. Wrecked. Taking the G-Virus.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about. So just hand over the G-Virus.
Nope.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen.
What can you
Now
do?
hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You're not gonna shoot me.
You can't do that.
Boom. Wreck.
Oh,
Ada! Ada, I've got you. Don't give up.
G-Virus.
Blip.
Leon. It's over.
Leon is just a bad judge of everything.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
Annette got clubbed over the head with a pipe like, nah, she did.
Too late, Leon.
Ada wouldn't betray people like that. Nah, bro, she's a spy.
No. I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada!
Ada!
Ada! If you're wondering how they were gonna like drag that out, like Ada, no, like Ada,
No.
punch the ground. Place is about to go to shit, man. Just saying.
So, this is what everyone's been dying for.
I would have held on to that personally. You know, incriminating evidence and all that jazz. It's Ada's gun. There's no rounds in the magazine. Just saying. I am working on it. Thank you very much. I'm not poisoned, so that's a good sign. It's intense now. That's where I need to be, is that little terminal right there, but I don't want to go there yet. I'll save my game in this room. It's like every Resident Evil game has a like an escape sequence. Okay. I am proceeding to the bottom platform. Hold your tits. There. We gonna get some use out of this motherfucker. I've been holding on to it for a while now, since the police department. There's some naked zombies in my way. We gonna get some use out of this. Okay, whatever. Alright, now we're not gonna bother.
Five minutes until detonation.
Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the button. That's what I was looking for, was the button. I'll snap. Oh, look, it's William Birkin. Okay. Oh, I died. Holy crap. It's a good thing I saved. I didn't think I was that low on health. Note to self.
Resident Evil 2.
Really glad I saved now. Once again, you stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. I don't even really need that. I will pack. That looks good. Actually, I don't even need the shotgun. The Magnum and the submachine gun should be all I need. Note to self, get away from William when he turns into a dog.
5 minutes until detonation.
If I'm in caution, just use a healing item. Because he apparently hits like a truck. There we go. And I didn't waste a minute finding that switch this time. There we go. That's one. Phase one. It's one hit. Ouchies. Just in case. Okay. Excuse me.
Hurry up! Leon!
Pop in!
Leon!
And there's a small child.
Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine.
Only my ego is bruised.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Hey, we know he's not in Raccoon, so it's over.
Goodbye, Ada.
And that's Resident Evil 2. Yeah. So yes, Resident Evil 2. There's a little more if you're playing the B scenario. Mr. X is in the game, only in the B scenario though. If you're playing as Claire, you figure out who that little child is with her, that's Sherry. And Police Chief Irons is also in the game if you're playing as Claire. There's also a third form to William Birkin if you're playing Leon B. There's another form on the train. Look at that. Let's see, total time, 3 hours, 22 minutes in game. Ranking C. Because I took too long and I saved too many times. I also took a death. I don't think it counts the death though, because I don't know how it would track that. So anyway, yeah. 3 hours, 22 minutes, Resident Evil. I'm only 2 hours off a world record.